Welcome to Life Stories, the shelter and beyond, where we dive into real conversations about resilience, survival, and the lessons life teaches us after 50. Join us as we share personal stories from the shelter and beyond, explore the challenges of starting over, and celebrate the unexpected moments of kindness and strength that shape our journey.
Hey everyone, I'm Linda, and yes, I'm still living in the shelter, holding it down, and I've got my friend Georgia with me today. She's recently moved out of the shelter into her own place. How's that apartment treating you, Georgia?
Girl, let me tell you, it's a dream. No roommates, no noise, no sharing a bathroom with 20 people. I get to light candles whenever I want. It's the little things, you know.
Oh, don't even get me started on the candles. I miss having a space where I can just be. But I'm happy for you. You've earned that peace.
Thanks, Linda. But you know, even though I've got this place now, I still carry so many lessons from the shelter. There are things you can't shake, no matter how far you move.
I feel that. Once you've lived in survival mode, it changes you. You see things differently, like you notice strength in people that no one else sees. That resilience we all have, it's unbelievable.
Oh, for sure. I remember feeling like I was just barely hanging on some days, but then you see someone else who's been through even worse, and they're still getting up, smiling, making it work. It's like, wow, if they can do it, so can I.
Exactly. You know, people from the outside, they don't get that. They see us, and they assume the worst. Oh, you're in a shelter, you must have messed up somewhere. Nah, it's not that simple. Life hits you in ways you can't always prepare for.
Right? I hate those assumptions. Like, I had a decent job, was doing everything right, but when that rent hike came, boom, I couldn't keep up. People don't know the story behind every face they see.
It's always deeper than what you think. I know we've both been judged just because of where we were living. People love to jump to conclusions without asking the real questions.
And they rarely get it right. But you know what? Sometimes the judgments come from inside the shelter too. Like there were people who judged themselves so harshly that they couldn't see their own strength.
Oh, definitely. And not everyone's ready to be saved, you know? You'd think we all want help, but some folks, I don't know, maybe they're scared of change, or they've been down for so long they don't even recognize a way out.
I can see that. I think fear plays a big role. You get stuck in a mindset where you can't even imagine a better situation, so you don't try. It's like being in a loop, but at the same time, I've seen people come alive when someone believes in them.
True, but I gotta push back on that a little. I still think everyone wants to be saved on some level. Maybe they just don't know how to ask for help. Or they've been burned too many times, so now they've got walls up. Trust is hard to build, especially in here.
Oh, trust is everything in a shelter, and it's fragile as glass. I've had people break my trust so fast, it makes your head spin. You can't give that away too freely. I don't care how kind someone seems. You gotta protect yourself.
Yep, you gotta be cautious. But every now and then, someone surprises you. Like there was this one lady, I swear, she looked like she wouldn't give you the time of day, but she saw me struggling and gave me her last few dollars to get something to eat. That kind of kindness, it shows up when you least expect it.
I know exactly what you mean. One time, when I was at my lowest, this woman I barely knew sat with me for hours, just talking. Didn't ask for anything, didn't expect anything. She just gave me her time. That's a real gift.
Yes. Sometimes the smallest acts of kindness make the biggest impact. But let's not forget, kindness doesn't always come easy when everyone's in survival mode. People cope in different ways.
Oh, totally. You'll see one person giving the shirt off their back and another person guarding their stuff like their life depends on it. I get it, though. When you don't have much, you protect what little you've got.
That's real. You start building walls because you're just trying to make it. But I think that's why mental health is so crucial. You can't get through all this without keeping your mind right.
Preach. The mental toll is serious, and it doesn't magically go away when you move out. Even in my apartment, I still catch myself being on high alert sometimes. like I'm back in the shelter. It takes time to adjust, mentally and emotionally.
I bet. People think once you get a place, all your problems disappear, but they don't realize that the struggle follows you. It's not just about housing, it's about healing.
Exactly. And the healing process can take a while. But you'll get there, Linda. I know it. You've got the strength. You've already proven that 100 times over.
I'm trying, girl. It's a process, but like you said earlier, I've learned so much about resilience, about community, even in the hardest moments. I'm holding on to those lessons.
You better. And speaking of lessons, I just want to remind anyone listening, whether you're in a shelter, out of one, or just dealing with life's craziness, don't let anybody tell you your story's not worth something. Your journey matters.
That's right. Everyone's got a story, and it's always deeper than what people think. So don't give up on yourself, and don't let the judgments of others define you. You're more than where you are right now.
Amen to that. I think we've covered a lot today. Resilience, trust, kindness. We've hit all the big ones. Any last words of wisdom for our listeners, Linda?
Just this. Keep pushing forward. No matter where you are, keep moving. Your story isn't finished yet.
Well said. And with that, thanks for hanging out with us today, folks. We'll catch you next time on Life Stories. Stay strong, stay hopeful.
If you've made it to the end, thank you for listening. And if you can, answer this question for me in the comment sections.
Have you ever judged someone without knowing their full story? How did that change once you got to know them?